I am. Some call me Haru. Konsider Magazine.
Some might call me Jadon Parker.
Indeed. Indeed. So we're back again with episode 2. And what we're doing with this episode, it's actually a series. It's going to be called Restoring Humanity. And we're going to do a series. So we're going to start off with sacrifice, the homeless community, communication, wordplay, and then we're going to come with family togetherness. And so these are some certain subjects we was kind of passionate about, talking about earlier in some incidents and whatnot. So we're going to talk about sacrifice. Tell me a little bit about some of your sacrifices. Or then look, brother, throw it all out and no. Tell me a little bit. Oh, how about this? I know this was a big issue in your life.
Sure.
You're traveling from Texas to Washington as a young man. How did that make you feel? And what kind of sacrifice?
Well, you know, I was young. I was 13. So I didn't have much of a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Parents were moving up here. But it was a tough time. It was really a tough time. Because that's, I think, a difficult age to kind of start over again. I mean, your peers are old enough where they're already in their cliques.
Yeah, for sure.
And stuff like that. You know, because it was 7th grade. So I mean, so it was tough to get in there, and it made it worse. I started school a week late on top of it because when we moved, the school district happened to start a week later. So that made it even even more tough, because you're walking into class and they've already been in for a week. So you're a new person and late. It's like, who's this guy?
And the tallest in the school.
Yeah, I'm 6'5", and I was 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, wow.
You know, at that age.
Wow,
so
yeah, that's crazy.
But it was a tough time, and I'm a big Texas fan.
Yeah.
Enjoy the state, enjoy the people there. I think a lot of what we're going to talk about, a lot of it is still down there.
Yeah.
Where we're talking about, and don't get me wrong, it's issues. There's issues everywhere.
Yes.
There's a lot of that, humanity still down there. Some might say the Southern hospitality or whatnot, but and that's part of what I've always loved about the place.
Mm-hmm.
Coming here, we're based out of Seattle. At least at the time, and it still feels that way. Even I've been here, since I was 13. I'm 32 almost. So, it's people here are different as far as I feel. I think no matter what some may say, I think it's the weather. Yeah. I know it depresses me.
Yeah, I definitely.
Some people even, here will love the clouds, love the rain, but
Sure.
I mean, it's proven you need your sunlight.
Oh.
So no matter if you think you'll feel better in rain, clouds, you need some sunlight, some more than others, me more than others.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
I'm, from sunny Texas, so
yeah,
it's a
and
little
shout
different
out,
for me.
and just a shout out to Alaskans, my brothers and sisters up there. Y'all would know the best about that that weather program up there. Because I mean, when you have them beautiful summers, then they flipped out, and the winters be all crazy. They really
I wouldn't envy that, man.
Yes, that is crazy.
I'd have a tough time I have a tough time here.
Yeah, for sure.
I really get a little depressed. Even
And
more
it makes
so.
sense. It makes sense. Cloudy, that feel, and people seem more depressed out here, though. You could kind of see the difference.
People don't like to talk to you here.
No.
It's like a struggle.
No. And that's why I think even with the industry, the marijuana industry or the cannabis industry, it's not even it's not even on that level either. Like Colorado, it should be on that. That's what
Colorado's got it done.
They're doing it. They're doing it.
Better, way better than it should be.
They're doing it. And it might be certain pools we haven't experienced yet around here, but at the same time, if you're watching this show, you need to come on, give me a call.
I'm sure. Trust me, I'm sure they're out there.
For sure.
They're right now stumbled upon this video and be like, "What are you guys talking about? We're down the street from you. Come on down." And there we go. We'll do a live show right there, right then and there.
Come on, make it happen. For sure. So it's just some things like you said, sacrifice. And that's in itself is just interesting, because a lot of us sacrifice to an extent, right? We kind of justify that now, and I think because of how society has been kind of spread out so far, where they can't really grab on to anything no more. You know what I'm saying? Because I was even talking to a friend, and I was like, man, we got more entertainment. That might have been you, but we got more entertainment within our lifestyle now than anything else. You know, and the entertainment is not healthy. You see what I'm saying? In itself, it's not healthy because it's not even promoting movement. That's what I'm...
You're sacrificing your health for entertainment. We all do it. I do it.
Yes.
Now, I'm a perfect example of this in a certain way. IT guy, I'm sitting in my car or I'm sitting at a client all day. And it's a tough job, it's stressful. And when I get home from that, I just want to check out. You know, so it's, it's like, it's the last thing I should do is sit.
Yeah.
But I'm so exhausted physically and emotionally from the stupid job. Don't get me wrong, like I said, I wish it was 9 to 5. That's what. That's part of what's frustrating about it is I'm, got to be ready to go anytime. So I got sporadic days. So it's stressful. But you're chasing that cheese and you're trying to take care of your family.
Yeah. And that's the coolest one. That's how they got us connected. They got it so connected where you sacrificing for your child, your family. I mean, and you spread too thin where you can't have time for you.
I don't have time for myself. I'm not with my family as much as I'd like to be. I'm not with my friends for damn sure as much as I'd like to be.
For sure.
What am I doing? But it is what the American dream was. It shouldn't be, but that's what we're all chasing, right? Everyone wants to get a good job.
That's what it is, a good job, instead of owning jobs.
It used to be just to grow up in the family business, whatever that was.
Yeah.
Again, restoring humanity, the family business, the farm, the shop, the butcher, the
sacrifices.
The bread maker guy, baker, it's just like you grew up with your family, you learned the family business, you took it over, when your dad, retired.
Exactly.
But it was like you were working, you were...
And you learned more. You learned more skills.
You're with friends and family. You were just a part of something that seemed more real, more together than going to this job that you're disconnected from. You don't want to be there. Your clients don't want you to be there. They don't want to be at their jobs. So everyone puts on this facade like this is normal.
Yeah, the connection. Yeah.
Hi, I'm so glad to see you.
Disconnection.
Yeah. The sarcasm. It's like, no one wants to go to these jobs. No one wants to go to these jobs.
No, you are right.
Don't joke. Right. Don't tell me you want to go to these. It's not a job anymore if you enjoy going to what you call a job. It's more of that's your now lifestyle, your life.
No doubt.
It's part of you, as it should be. And if you have that, man, that's what I've been trying to find. I've realized in my sacrifices of doing the IT work that I always wanted to find that good job, right? Work for somewhere. I was never one that necessarily wanted to work for the Googles or the Microsofts or whatnot or the Amazons. That was never my goal. I don't know why necessarily. My goal was always trying to find a place, and this kind of comes, I think even back then I knew this. Find a place where I fit in well with the people. Had a great relationship with my peers, with my superiors. And it was just kind of a good bring it back to the people thing. And as I've gone through different places I've worked, I haven't found it.
Oh, I got you.
And every time I've left someplace, it was, I mean, yeah, to get a higher in position or to get paid more, sure. But every time in an interview, I would say the same thing, and it wasn't bullshit. It was legit. It was, you know, like, I'm trying to find my family here, like, as far as my career goes. You know, you see, you know, whatever movies that have this happen, or the old times where it might have happened, and it's just like, I want that. It's like, I want to enjoy to go to work, even if the work itself maybe is not the greatest, but having the people, like going to work, I look forward to going to work because of the people, and my clients are great, and you know, it's just like, that's, you know, that's
and
the
it
dream.
could be like that. It could be like that, but I think humanity has, we don't want to come together, seem like, but that's what's so cool about the bun bud, about the juice, the mother, the cannabis, the juices, the ingredients. You know what I'm saying? What it does,
Tell me
how
you
it's
really
breaking.
feel about
Yes, come on. how it brings us together. It brings unity. It brings all these elements, and these are the things they don't want you to know. You see what I'm saying? That's why they demonize so-called
One of the
marijuana,
reasons,
Schedule 1 drug. Okay, if you want to get all technical with it, but at the same time,
It's like a drug.
Yeah, exactly.
For that matter.
You know, it's a plant. Come on, people. You know, and this is what we're trying to develop too, as well, with the education, because we got to re-educate now. You know, and some of the things we want to try to keep it as simple. Because that's what life should be about, really, simplicity.
You know, way too complicated.
Oh, brother,
Our brains are just fried.
You know, I'm reading a book. Matter of fact, let's talk about that book. I'm dropping this. I'm reading a book called Mental Muscle, and the brother's last name is Christopher. But it's definitely pretty interesting how he's connecting the mind over matter technique, utilizing that and kind of bridging that gap to just utilize what you can with your body, your own particular body, fitness, health, or whatever it may be, or be able to visualize it.
I think the human mind is such a untapped place.
Okay.
Like even
Right.
scientists or whatever that are studying the brain have said we have unlocked but a very small percentage of our brains.
Yeah.
Some do more than others,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
somehow because they've somehow figured it out, or you know, you think of
Limitless or something.
well, yeah, I mean, you think of, you know, these monks or whatnot.
Yeah.
They're just doing crazy things with their bodies that you're like, how in the blue hell
Yeah.
can this even happen? How? I mean, you just look at it like, how? They've tapped a little further into the mind.
Oh, for sure.
I think that's part of this agenda of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we're being dumbed down. So now we're not even we're using less.
Yeah.
I feel like.
More and more each
You know.
year or each cycle. I mean, literally, look how
We're
fast a
trying
year
to-
done fly by. I mean, think about it, man. We was already, I mean, seemed like you just had little baby girl, right? Seemed like. But I mean, look how fast time just already, man. Almost a year. I mean, come on.
What have I done in that year?
You-
Same thing.
That's what I'm trying to.
And that's what's
alleviate.
frustrating. Because it's like I look back and I'm doing the job to support my family like I need to, sacrificing. But that's not what I want to sacrifice. You know? I don't want to sacrifice me being gone to do a job I do not enjoy just to get by.
And the one thing too, not knowing your babies, or them not identifying you per se.
Well, and it's even,
You know,
it's like, it
that
goes
would
back
be hard,
to
man.
when I get home, physically and emotionally exhausted and stressed, and I want, you know, I want to be here,
Yeah, for sure.
but sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes I gotta go in a corner by myself, because that's the first 5 minutes I've had you know, besides driving in my car.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's something else. That's another, especially in Seattle.
Yeah, come on.
It's like me 2 hours to go 20 miles.
Zoned out and be zoned out. You just be zoned out. You don't even really be paying attention to anything.
I listen to podcasts, you know. There was a guy this is why we got so many accidents. There was a guy next to me the other day, and he's got his phone up on his steering wheel, so he's got his bottom fingers on his steering wheel and like holding his phone, watching Netflix or something while driving. And this is why there's accidents everywhere we go in Seattle. There's somebody doing something stupid.
Yeah, we based out of Seattle. I gotta put that out there though. We're originally from Alaska, but but we based out of Seattle now, or Washington. So just for y'all to know, you know, kind of keep that in mind. Just
if you're in the area,
we represent. Yeah, give us a shout out. You know, like I said, Twitter. We on Twitter. We on Instagram. We on that Facebook. So and growing. That's what I gotta say. And growing.
Yeah, friend me, follow me.
Yeah.
I just got new accounts for this.
Don Parker, right there.
So
hit him up, straight up.
I want to see tons of followers.
Yeah, and you will.
And not just to follow us because we got interesting things to say, but just to be interacting.
Yes.
The community.
That's
Again,
really where it comes down.
Restoring humanity.
Yes, that's
Let's interact with each other. We're all the people.
Yes.
We're all the same being.
Yes, the same energy, but I mean, obviously, some of us have higher frequencies than others. But but at the same time, we need to start coming back. We need to start talking back. We need to start getting back our common sense. That would be nice.
Good way to put it.
Yeah, getting back our common sense where we at least know a few things about a few things. You feel what I'm saying? At least the generalized things we can understand. Because I bet you if I asked them who is Beyonce, everybody in the book would know who Beyonce is, right? So if we can utilize that harmony or that particular vibration, let's take it on the other side where we're actually connected where, okay, we understand the status quo of nodding your head or respecting your elder or just giving a nod. Hello, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? And that be a natural thing, regardless if you hate this man or that man. And hate is a little strong, but you know, because we all got our differences, but at the same time, everybody represents us. That's the coolest thing.
We're all on the same side. We're all trying to live our life.
Yes, you know, it's just everybody got a different personality. This is one of my personalities, vice versa. I'm one of your personalities, vice versa. That's why you watching us. You see what I'm saying? So it's just an understanding about vibrations or connecting with our fellow men, women, and children. You know, but at the same time, we want this to grow. And like I said, we having a sacrifice. Trust me, we over here sacrificing some real issues. Literally. Because I hear, it's funny too, talking to some friends and they be telling me their problems. And their problems be like,
it's always,
wow,
it's always subjective.
Yes.
It's always when you go through something, you always think it's the worst thing ever. Until you get lower.
Exactly.
Or lower and lower and lower.
Exactly.
You know. But I think it's just human nature. But again, we don't need to use it to separate ourselves from each other.
Yeah, that's
just because
key.
Just because where you're at seems real low to you, and let's say to me it's not, and I think you're a moron because your Ferrari ran out of gas on the freeway. That might be the lowest part of your life at that point. Now I'd be over here looking like, what? Like that? What? That? But let's just, again, that's my brother out there.
Yeah, for sure.
We shouldn't drive by them and be like, fuck off, or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, unless there was,
right.
there was a reason to.
Yes.
But I mean, it's
we all got our prejudges and judgments and
trust
whatever,
me.
our little
I think it's only natural to be that way.
for sure.
Well, and we've been trained real
Trained,
well
conditioned,
to. It's always to drive that wedge between everybody. So as soon as you meet someone, we're already judging everything about them.
Yeah, for real. And that's
Color of their skin,
yeah,
their
the
hair,
whole
their
nine.
shoes, what they're wearing, how tall they are, how short they are, how fat they are, how muscly they are, tattoos, piercings,
Everything.
facial hair,
Everything
beard.
comes
I mean,
in perspective. When you looking at it that way, everything comes in perspective. I mean, even when you looking at even a female, she's some type of sexy to you. You kind of thinking, okay, how can I get with her? Or how, you know what I'm saying? So your mind is, it's really a very interesting tool.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's so complex, but at the same time, it's real simple. It can break stuff, and you be like, oh man, why I didn't see that in the first place? Just like half, the cup half full or it's half full or half empty.
It's like it is a simple thing, yet we're dumbing it down, making it. It's funny. Life is more difficult, yet we're doing things more difficult.
Yeah.
Life is more difficult. We're doing things more difficult. We're getting dumber about it.
We're taking more.
We're
multiple
looking
steps.
at something over here when we
Yeah.
should be looking at something over here.
For sure.
But
And we're taking multiple steps. It's like we got all these steps that are just okay. Like for example, I was at the house here, and I was washing clothes hand by hand. You know what I'm saying? And you forget about how much work it is, right?
simplest of things.
Yeah, the simple stuff, but you kind of.
We were sacrificing because
I
the
was
washer's
kind of thinking
broken.
about. Yeah, I was just thinking about. Wow, see, the simple things kind of take you back to how we actually had skills. People had skills, had talents.
Well, I think
that
this
they
is
could
another
contribute to.
another thing here is that washing the clothes manually like that again brought people together.
Yeah.
I mean, the washing machine. No, the family isn't out. Or they're not in putting everything in the washing machine.
No.
One person is doing that while everyone else is somewhere else.
Right.
Well, the whole family was probably washing the clothes together.
Yeah,
Again,
for sure.
more
Community
interaction.
based. Yeah,
and-
yeah. Love
something
and family.
that, something
hosting.
is just think of that. That's one thing that has been taken away
For sure.
to lose our families.
Our connection.
That's just a tiny. I didn't even think about that until you just said it.
Yeah.
It's one tiny little thing. Look at all the things that communities and families and friends used to do together. That was just like living life.
Yeah,
It was like
barbecues.
normal
even with the
things.
barbecues, even
And now we gotta force everything if we even get to that point.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like you go months or years and didn't talk to somebody. Why?
And they live right down the street from you.
I'm guilty of it.
We all are. We all are. That's one thing I think about Me Too, reaching out to those who actually reach out to Me Too as well. But I usually, if I know you or met you or something, I got your number, I usually give you a shout out. Hey, how you doing? Or see what you're doing, or how you doing? How's life? Some people, it's been so many years, it's like they don't even, it's not even like thinking about you. But then at the end time, it's like, oh, how you been? Where you been? Yeah, I done grew up a few times.
Things have changed.
Yeah, for
Things have
sure. And if it hasn't changed, something's wrong.
True, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta kind of, and we're getting down to that 1 minute mark here with our 25. Will there be any last words you want to say?
Well, suggestions about the show.
Yeah.
I think we should do like a countdown noise. That'd be kind of cool at the end.
that'd be good.
Just so we
That'd be good.
keep on point, keep on
Yeah.
focus of the show. Because the two of us, man, we could go on tangents all over the place and have 2-hour
sir.
shows easily. So this is something new we're locking down here.
Yes, sir.
So we'll
Come on.
see how you like it and try to stay on topic.
Yeah, for sure.
Check
So
us out,
sacrifice.
Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook, Twitter. You
Twitter.
sounding like
The old
geekpoint.com.
techno enthusiasts.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, so we coming down, just getting down. Hey, all shout out. Peace.